NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. We're at Moda Center in downtown Portland, Oregon. Tonight, it's the Portland Trail Blazers taking on the Utah Jazz. The Utah Jazz begin the game with the basketball. Clarkson. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
To Covington. McCollum to Lillard. Has a chance. Lillard with a shot. No. Mitchell with it up top. 2-point advantage. Rudy Gay against the Lehigh product. And he's going to the free throw line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2 at the line.
Good shot. Good ball. Got some for him.
Nothing going here on that drive. D's got it. Damian Lillard missed his first. That one goes.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Utah ball to Whiteside. Rudy Gay. Nothing going here on that drive. To Clarkson. Lets it fly from long range, and he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. Misses the first. Second and 3, got it.
Good shot.
Lillard. And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Blazer. Utah's got it. Clarkson to Whiteside.
The NBA Season 9 2021 games and highlights will be coming up next on Sports Action Infinity 2-2.
Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Lillard to Nurkic. Nothing going here on...
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. It's good. And one.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Larry Nance Jr. trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 68%. Free throw try, off the mark. Clarkson with the basketball. They lead it, 4-point game. Mitchell sizing up McCollum. Nothing going here on that drive. Knocks it down from mid-range.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To McCollum. And he buries it.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Clarkson. The Jazz with 4 in the shot clock. And coasting in for 2.
For any fans out there that thought Donovan Mitchell didn't put any stock into the fact that he was not the Rookie of the Year, you are wrong. Donovan Mitchell is that type of guy that uses everything in his power to fuel him to be the best on the court each and every day. If that was a campaign he built with Adidas, rookie question mark, it doesn't matter. That perceived failure is something that will only make this kid better tomorrow.
Clarkson. It's good.
When I played, and I see guys do this all the time, when you shoot, the target isn't the basket. The target is actually before you even go into the shot. The target are your hands defensively. If your hands are down and you give me clear vision towards the bucket, that shot's definitely going up.
Covington to McCollum. Here comes the screen. The rebound taken by Gay. To Clarkson. It's Clarkson with the slam.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Covington to McCollum. Portland down to 4 to shoot. C.J. McCollum. They'll take it from downtown. Let's see, Jay, if that wakes them up.
Yeah, that was a big-time 3, but the most important possession is now, the one you're currently in. Don't focus on the next play, but focus on the present.
Mitchell, he drills the 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Nance to McCollum. Had a good look there, but it's no good.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
Knocks it down off the step back.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy look.
Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go.
And as a shooter, this is when you start to second guess your shot. You've had
Game
3 wide
3-3
open
Denver
shots and you
Nuggets
just can't put through the
1-0-3
net,
Los
but
Angeles
still,
Clippers
keep hunting your shot.
1-0-0 final.
Has a chance. Shot by McCollum won't go.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Here's the truth. As long as you're using your legs and your body to stay in front of the offensive player, you won't get called for those. You keep reaching, though, it's going to be a long night.
Knocks down the first.
Game 3-3 Indiana Pacers 1-0-5 Chicago Bulls 1-1-3 final.
Smith with it up top, trailing by 10. Old school, backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock. To Joe Ingles. Ah, rocking the rim. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the
Game
floor will open
3-3
up.
Detroit Pistons 109 San Antonio Spurs 144 final.
Smith to Covington. Curling inside. Can't connect. Robert Covington sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
McCollum with the basketball. They find themselves down 10 to Covington. And he finishes at the rim.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Utah with the possession. To Joe Ingles. Probing the defense. To Joe Ingles. 5 to shoot for Utah. To Joe Ingles. Shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Lillard. Has a look. D's got it. Damian Lillard, 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Mitchell defended by Lillard.
Game 3-3 New Orleans Pelicans 112 Oklahoma City Thunder 117 final.
Here comes the screen. Beyond the arc for 3. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Screen coming. Lillard. From the painted area, won't go down. Short jumper won't go down. Covington. Knocked loose. That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Jazz. So possession stays with the Blazers. New blood coming in for both sides. Joe Ingles to Whiteside. Cody Zeller snatching it out of the air.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Smith.
Game 3-3 Toronto Raptors 9-9 Cleveland Cavaliers 144 final.
The shot clock. Now ready to shoot at the line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Knocks down the second after missing the first. Jazz have the ball. Deep right corner. Here's a chance from long range. Ingles taking the momentum of the 2018 playoffs into that 3.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
Smith to Covington.
Game 3-3 Orlando Magic 8-3 Miami Heat 9-3 final.
Portland has 4 to shoot. Smith with a shot, it won't fall.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
Pick it up.
Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Smith into the front court. Exactly a minute to go here in the opening quarter. To Covington. Smith now. Off the mark. Mitchell with the basketball. His team stuffs it down with authority. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
To Covington. Portland down to 4 to shoot. To Covington. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. His first effort off the mark. From long range. Tough shot for Joe Ingles. No good. Long key from 3/4 court. First quarter in the books. A nice advantage so far for the Jazz. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Into the front court comes Smith. Down by 15. Off the mark.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Gobert. Perfect feed to set up the basket. We'll get a stoppage here. Timeout Portland as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Smith. The screen sets him up for 2.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Mitchell with it up top. His guys up by 15. Joe Ingles. To Gobert. It was right there. Smith with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Able to convert inside.
There you go. Finally, shoot your shot.
Mitchell with the basketball. The advantage is 13 points. To Gobert. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Rudy Gobert at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Not the best career mark, 62%. Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. McCollum into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Dennis Smith Jr. The jumper's off the mark. Ingles matched up with Evan Turner. Works it. A pass stolen by Portland. Smith. Shot from the lane won't go.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off two legs and expect the contact.
McCollum with the basketball. Down a bundle. Nurkic to McCollum. Here comes the screen. McCollum. Goaltending's called. Count the bucket. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Subbing in for the Utah Jazz, number 22, Tamo Sefolosha.
Clarkson to Gobert. To McCollum. And the finish. Slam dunk.
It seems like yesterday I was rapping with this kid during the NBA pre-draft workout. He looked scrawny. Nobody knew if he could really make it. But the arrow continues to point straight up for Dame Lillard. Another terrific season. A first-time All-NBA first-team player. Tied for 4th in the league in scoring last year. This kid is no doubt about it. Dame time.
McCollum into the front court. His guys trail by 13. 4-3. Had made his first couple, but he misses there.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Covington to McCollum. Short jumper won't fall.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Here comes the screen. Clarkson. Goes to the left side. Can't connect from inside. Lillard to McCollum. No good.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Sefolosha defended by McCollum. Screen coming. Clarkson to Gobert. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Lillard to McCollum. Fires the three. That's how you defend.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
D's got it. Damian Lillard. He's now 4 for 6.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Clarkson. Trying to cash in. Not that time, and not his shot.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scouting report.
McCollum. Can't connect from in close. To Clarkson. And he hits.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Now the Blazers will use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Lillard to Dennis Smith Jr. To Lillard. Almost. Unlucky bounce. Rudy Gay to Whiteside. Yusuf Nurkic rejects it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Robert Covington pins it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Down to 5 on the 24. Going to launch beyond the arc. Jordan Clarkson. That was a difficult shot. Hits the three.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Damian Lillard. D's got it. Damian Lillard. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
And a lot of folks last year, including myself, were surprised that Dame was named first-team All-NBA ahead of Russell Westbrook. Look, I love Dame's game, but come on, man. Russ averaged a triple-double for the second season in a row. Stop it.
Rudy Gay, defended by Yusuf Nurkic. The Jazz with 4 in the shot clock. The shot by Gay, no good.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Covington to Nurkic. Dame rises. Shot by Lillard, no good.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Down again. Robert Covington swats it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Rudy Gay to Clarkson. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Trailblazers take over to Dennis Smith Jr. Deep left corner. Covington to Dennis Smith Jr. Here comes the screen. For 3. Rebounds pulled in by Gobert. Clarkson with the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. Short jumper won't go down.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Smith to Lillard. Runner here won't go down. Passed it off. Cruises inside for 2.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. The shot missed by Smith. Rudy Gay with a piece.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Portland has the ball. Smith to Nurkic. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Rudy Gay to Whiteside. Nothing going here on that drive. Free throws coming up.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
First one goes down.
For Portland, number 0, Damian Lillard.
No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. McCollum with the basketball. His guys down big. Lillard to McCollum. Has a chance. Not that time.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Lillard to McCollum. Fires the three. Can't connect.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
And he throws it down. Big finish for Hassan Whiteside.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
To Covington. That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Jazz. So it remains Portland basketball. Lillard to Covington. Rudy Gobert tips it. Shot for Mitchell won't go. Deep three at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed.
The Jazz have built a comfortable lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers. For the Utah Jazz, the Trailblazers did a lot of things wrong in that opening half. At this point, it's all about pride and mental toughness. A comeback is not impossible, but it's also not likely. These are the guys getting buckets for the Portland Trailblazers.
Game traffic. Assists.
The Portland Trailblazers struggled to play the angles and allowed too many passing lanes to exist. However, some credit has to go to their opponents for the way they move the ball. They've been taking advantage of this situation.
Player of the half.
I like this choice because he really put on a show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite.
was cold.
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half.
Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
It's Portland ball.
Kick on the left.
Take stock of the floor. And the rebound taken in by the Jazz. Clarkson with the basketball. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Screen coming. Wide open look, won't go.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
McCollum to Covington. The Blazers with 4 in the shot clock. Has a look. He scores on the step back. Jay, how did he get free?
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Rudy Gay. To Whiteside. You've got to get that one to go. Almost, but no good. Clarkson with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. From the painted area, won't go down. Lillard to Nurkic. Gets it in the left corner. Covington to Lillard. Short jumper off the mark.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Nance to McCollum. Lillard for 2. Shot by Lillard, no good. Trying to cash in. Gay's shot off the mark.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Has a chance. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
And CJ is a guy that doesn't get the respect that he deserves on a nationwide level. 3 straight seasons averaging over 20 points per game. He's a guy that's automatically in range once he leaves the car entering the stadium.
Right down the lane, but the shot won't go. Clarkson with the basketball. Looking to make something happen, and he throws it down. Rudy Gobert with the slam.
The true measure of Rudy Gobert comes on the defensive end. He was all-NBA defensive first team and was tied for the lowest opponent field goal percentage at 43%. You ain't getting by that.
Shot from in close, no good. Clarkson with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Scores from the post.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock. To Rudy Gay. McCollum into the front court. Down a bundle.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
One of the most underrated backcourts we have in the league. Dame with an assist to CJ is something we hear all the time. No, we actually don't. We should probably hear a lot more of that.
To Gobert. Big finish at the rim.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Lillard. Has a look. Rebounded by Gay.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Nothing going here on that drive. Stuffs it down with authority.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Lets it fly from long range. Driving right to the basket. And strokes it. We'll get a stoppage here. Timeout Portland as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Smith to McCollum. It's Jazz ball. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Smith, work it down to Nurkic. Short jumper misses. Grayson Allen to Gobert. Count the basket inside.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Smith to Nurkic. Oh, Yusuf Nurkic. Now 3 for 9. Grayson Allen to Rudy Gay. Nothing going here on that drive. And the 2. Rudy Gobert cashes in.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Here we go. Here we go.
McCollum to Dennis Smith Jr. Curling inside. Smith on the drive, but his shot won't fall.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
They get it down to Gobert. Able to convert inside.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
A good defense by the Jazz as they come away with it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Joe Ingles to Rudy Gay. Beyond the arc for three. Rudy Gay, tough shot there. No good. Smith to McCollum. Smith gets to the basket and scores.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Now whistle and a timeout for Utah as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter.
We couldn't have done it without your support. If you would like to participate in an upcoming event, you can register at our team website for more details.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Into the game for the Utah Jazz, number 45, Donovan Mitchell.
Mitchell, and the rebound taken in by Giles. To Dennis Smith Jr. Tough make through traffic.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock. To Joe Ingles. Surveys the floor. Joe Ingles. From the outside, no good. Smith now into the front court. His guys down big. McCollum down low for Turner to Dennis Smith Jr. Here comes the screen. Portland has 4 to shoot. C.J. McCollum. Message received. Well defended.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
To Allen. Over to the right side. To Gobert. Not that time. Trying to cash in. Now a step back.
Did you see the distance between him and the defender? You could pretty much put a department store between the two.
Prices coming down. Donovan Mitchell with the rock. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
I got something for him.
Smith to McCollum. Screen coming. McCollum to Dennis Smith Jr. And scores. Nice move, Jay. Mitchell with it up top. Shot clock turned off as they try to extend the lead. Nothing going here on that drive. Can't miss those. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. Deep two there. Won't go. Third quarter comes to an end. The Jazz in command of this one. It's Utah basketball as we begin the fourth quarter, and they have done no wrong to this point. They have this game well in control.
They took control early, and they never let up. The scary thing about this team, if they keep their foot on the gas and then throttle it down, they can win this game by 50.
Harry Giles with the block. Portland's got it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Damian Lillard trying to cash in on a three-point play. Career 88% from the line. Free throw up and good. It's a three-point play, but a rare spot as they continue to trail big. Here comes the screen. The drive right to the basket, and he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Look, I get it. Being down sucks. But you can't just start haphazardly playing defense and committing silly fouls. Play this game with purpose.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. To Lillard. To Dennis Smith Jr. Here's a chance from long range. And the rebound taken by the big Frenchman, Gobert. Grayson Allen to Joe Ingles. Hassan Whiteside. Now 4 for 9.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Joe Ingles to Allen. And he throws it down. Big finish for Hassan Whiteside. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
Lillard. Giles can't connect.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Grayson Allen at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Free throws good as they continue to widen their lead. Trailblazers with the basketball. Lillard down low Nurkic. Oh, Yusuf Nurkic. 4 out of 10.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Grayson Allen. Has a chance. No good. The defender was a little too close for comfort. Lillard to Dennis Smith Jr. To Lillard. Portland down to 4 to shoot. It's Lillard for 2. Shot by Lillard, no good. Joe Ingles to Allen. Terrific vision and abuses the rim with the big finish.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Lillard. Oh, he couldn't get it to go.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Utah ball. Grayson Allen. That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Jazz. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Subbing in for the Portland Blazers, number 53.
Lillard to Dennis Smith Jr. Here comes the screen. Throws it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
To Whiteside. Grayson Allen. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Shot from in close, no good. Mitchell with the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. Nice pass to set things up.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Lillard to Dennis Smith Jr. Screen coming. And counted at the rim.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Grayson Allen to Whiteside. Has a look. Shot won't go. Trailblazers take over. The screen sets him up for 2.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Grayson Allen to Whiteside. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Mitchell sizing up Leonard. Won't go. Covington to Lillard. Smith to Lillard. Trying to cash in. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
And count the basket.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Dennis Smith Jr. Lillard. To Covington. The Blazers with 4 in the shot clock. Has a chance. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. First free throw is good. And he makes them both. Here comes the screen. Rudy Gay against Leonard. And the basket good at the rim.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
McCollum with the basketball. Down a bundle. Dennis Smith Jr. up against Rudy Gay. To McCollum. Rudy Gobert able to recover with the block.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Mitchell. That no good. Off the mark. The follow won't go either. Smith with it up top. He'll run the offense. Nance. Knocked loose. Jazz have it. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Portland has the ball. McCollum to Dennis Smith Jr. Sizing up the defense. Shot by Smith off the mark. Clarkson with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. To Whiteside. Short jumper off the mark. Smith into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Donovan Mitchell. Huge block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Fights through traffic to slam it down.
You see, Ed, that's the problem. When you have guys on the perimeter that can shoot the basketball defensively, you're taught to hedge at the driver and then stay home, which leaves the lane wide open for great jams like that.
Able to convert inside.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You always going in think you can get more at the rim.
Smith to McCollum. They'll get it down to Leonard. Rudy Gobert sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Rudy Gay to Clarkson. Scores from the post. In the front court comes Smith. His guys down big. Covington to Dennis Smith Jr. Covington to Dennis Smith Jr. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and Dennis Smith Jr. has a knack to score from everywhere. Hits the contested three.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Jazz will take a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Damian Lillard stepping in for Utah.
Rudy Gay down low for Gobert. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
To Dennis Smith Jr. Portland has 4 to shoot. Dennis Smith Jr. That won't go. Clarkson to Joe Ingles. And he hits.
Old school equals high percentage.
Smith to Lillard. Knocked loose. Jazz pick it up. It's the Jazz who come away with the victory as they win this one in very convincing fashion. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Jazz added a win with today's solid victory. They did plenty of great things, but we all know what's going to be remembered are the dunks. And you know what? I'm going to remember nothing but the dunks as well. Check out the leading scores for the Utah Jazz. The Trailblazers didn't lose big, but it wasn't exactly close either. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you can tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Portland Trailblazers.
Game trap. 3-point shooting.
The Utah Jazz were able to stretch the defense because of how effectively they were scoring from long range. The opposition couldn't make the necessary adjustments and now have to settle with a loss.
Player of the game.
Gobert was aggressive today with his scoring, getting his points right at the basket. He put down a crazy number of dunks in today's matchup.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Here's our top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's a view of the upcoming games for the Portland Trailblazers. And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.